this is one of my favorite places to come and sit. So I thought I would come and sit here and make a video. Out this window is just a gorgeous view. We can see the pasture. We can see our low tunnels, the creek. It's just a nice place to sit. So I wanted to talk about my doctor's appointment. I talked a little bit about it on Justin's channel on his video, in that about whether we find out if I have to have a liver biopsy or not, which I'm so thankful I don't. So we before the doctor visit, I was really a little bit anxious. They're just, knowing going in, like, it had been 10 days since I gave my blood for labs, and I know that my doctor had them, but she didn't have any openings until that day. So we went in and we were finding out about my thyroid and my liver enzymes. And so I was just a little bit anxious going in, feeling like I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know, I felt like things had been getting better, but I was still nervous about it. Some tears were shed, definitely. And, but we got there and she was running just a little bit late, which I love my doctor. She's amazing. She listens to me, and I really believe like she has my best interest at heart. Like, I've been to some doctors where I was like, they're not listening. They don't care. She just really is caring, and I just love her to death. So, and I'm so thankful I found her. So, she came in and she's like, how are you doing? And I was like, well, I'm really anxious. And I was like, I'm really anxious about my liver. I had told her a little bit about how I'd been feeling, that I'd been feeling better and that I had had good energy, or more energy. And then I was like, I'm really scared about my enzymes, my liver enzymes. And she said, oh, well, they're getting better. And she got out all the paperwork, and she had written what my labs had been the last time she'd taken them, and then what they were now. And so they had come down. They're not in range yet, but obviously what I'm doing is working, which is taking milk thistle and just my thyroid medicine, and then the GAPS diet. And then I'm doing a lot of other things that I'm trying to that are not food related or supplement related, but things that you can do to help your body detox. So I've been doing those things, and which some of those things are dry brushing, oil pulling, Epsom salt baths, castor oil packs, and also working on my emotions and not being stressed out, and being able to handle stress, I guess. Or we all have stressful things in our lives. So that's something that I'm really working on. Getting my body into a rest and relax state, as opposed to the fight or flight state, which there's just lots of things that you can do to help your body do that. So I've been doing a lot of those things too. So she told me, and I was just like, I literally was just so happy. I like covered my face and I just started crying, and I was so happy, and like literally I could just feel like tension leave my body, because I was like, okay, it's working, and I'm getting better, because there is a small percentage of chance that you don't get better with this. I mean, my doctor, she's like, that's another reason I love her. She's like super realistic with me. She didn't like scare me with all these things, but she did say like, there is a very, like, she just told me that there is a small percentage chance that, liver toxicity doesn't, it doesn't heal itself. So I am, obviously still off all supplements. I am taking my milk thistle twice a day, and then my thyroid medicine in the mornings, and which, by the way, my thyroid is right where it's supposed to be. So when I had my labs done in December, we had changed my medicine at the beginning of November, and the nature Thyroid that I was put on was too strong for me, and it gave me like shaky feeling and jitteriness. So we like knocked it down until I felt good, and I had good energy, but my labs, like, it was not good for my body. So I went back on half levothyroxine and half nature Thyroid. So while I'm not off levothyroxine completely like I would like to be, I am half off of it than I was. So I'm looking at it as a glass half full, and I am really hoping that eventually I can just go down to nature Thyroid eventually and just take that. So I also asked my doctor about some GAPS approved supplements. I'm at that stage. So it's cod liver oil, probiotics, and then food enzymes if you need them. So my doctor doesn't think I need food enzymes, so I'm not 100% sure I'm going to take those. I might do she gave me, the options if I felt like I needed to take it. I could. I am doing cod liver oil, so I'm doing a teaspoon of that since I have it on hand. The probiotic, I'm trying to research the best probiotic for me, and I think I have it narrowed down, and so I'm going to order that and start taking that, which I'm really excited to see if that changes anything. I mean, I feel like I'm doing really good. I feel like I'm on the mend. I've figured out kind of these issues, so yeah, I'm feeling really good about it. I was like, just knowing that my liver was recovering just made like so much stress come off, and I feel so much better. So I get to wait 3 months now before I go back and see my doctor again. Well, I get labs in 3 months, and then I see her the next week. And I'm hoping for really good results there. I'm expecting my thyroid labs to be the same, and my liver enzymes. I'm hoping that it will be almost cleared up, and then we can go just a little, another 3 months before I have to come back in. I think that is one thing that was hard on me, is that I went from never going to the doctor to going to the doctor. It felt like weekly or even every other week, and it was just really stressful to be doing that. There's a lot of reasons why it was stressful, but it just felt like, because it was just I would start feeling good, and then it was like, oh gosh, gotta go have labs done again. Oh gosh, now I have to go wait and see for those labs what they're saying. And I've actually never really, and I've never had this happen really before, except for my thyroid. But for whatever reason, that doesn't scare me. I don't know why. Maybe it was because it's so common. We're also going to run my antibodies test and this next time. So that will be in May. I'll go back. And I'm really excited to see what my antibodies are doing. So the antibodies, when they test that shows what is attacking your thyroid, or what is attacking whatever your autoimmune disease is. So I'm really hopeful that my antibodies have come down. You can put Hashimoto's into remission, is what it's called, and basically your antibodies go down into a more normal level, and then, not that you're cured, you're never cured of it, but it just means that there's no attack happening right then. So my antibodies have already come down a lot. I had them tested last year, and they were 300, and then I had to test them again last year, and then they were in the 200s, or no, yeah, it's 300 and then 200, so they'd come down 100 points. Obviously I still have, I don't know what they are now, because I haven't had to test them since last summer, but I feel really good about getting them tested again and seeing where we're at, healing my gut. Eventually I want to do another GI map, which is the stool test that I had done. I had that done twice last year, and it was really interesting. And so I would like to have it done again, just to make sure that my gut is healing. And I guess I'll talk to my doctor about that and see when she thinks that when I should retest. I don't want to retest too soon, because I know that this, working on the GAPS diet, being on the GAPS diet takes a while to heal the gut. So I don't want to do it too soon and get discouraged. So yeah, that's kind of like the big update. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been thinking and praying for me. I really appreciate those well wishes, and I'm super grateful that like everything seems to be on the up and up. It was definitely a little bit stressful there, you know, not knowing. And so I am super grateful for everybody who reached out and even, you know, reached out and said, hey, I'm thinking about you and praying for you. I really appreciate all of that. And also thank you for watching and keeping up with this journey. I know it's crazy. I realize that this is kind of like not where my channel was going originally, but this is where it's become. And so I'm using this channel just to document what's happening in my life. Eventually, I want to get back to cooking, and hopefully I'll get to share some GAPS recipes with you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.